Hello, everyone out there. This is Jada back here live at RecFest. We're going to have back-to-back interviews today, so make sure you stick around, hang out, don't go anywhere. We're taking from the desk right here to from the orange table here at RecFest, and I am joined by Amanda right now. Thank you so much for joining our show.
Thanks for having me, Jada. I'm excited to be here.
Excited to have you. So can you explain to everyone out there who you are and what you do?
Sure. So my name is Amanda Buffington. I'm one of the co-founders and managing partners at Hope Leigh Marketing Group. We're a recruitment marketing and employer brand agency. So full service, everything from advertising, digital, out of home, creative services, and strategy.
Amazing. And what brought you to RecFest? Have you been before? I know you founded this company, so is this your a way to spread the message about it?
We love RecFest. So this is our third year
Amazing.
to attend, but our first year to sponsor.
Love.
But yes, Kara and I came to the first one in the U.S. 3 years ago, and we're like, okay, this is definitely something we want to come back to. Last year was fantastic. This is the first year at Fairgrounds, and this is interesting because it's a little more compact, but it's been a great last day and a half. So
I love it. And with starting a company and kind of working for yourself, coming to events like this, is this basically the power of networking? Is this very helpful for your business?
Well, it's great seeing old friends and making new friends. I've been in this industry for a long time. I spent 7.5 years at Monster.com. So walking around and seeing a lot of Monster alumni and seeing where they've gone since the Monster days. And then I spent 8 years at Baird Advertising prior to the Appcast acquisition. So seeing old colleagues here is great. It's a great place to come and learn, just so many vendors all in one place at one time.
Yep.
You can really get demos and learn, about the latest and greatest all in one spot. So that's just the consolidation of everybody here at one time. It's a great place to learn.
And is there anything so far that stood out to you, either from the speakers or the vendors, that you're taking back home with you to the company to say, okay, we're going to do this or start this?
No one's talking about AI at all.
No one.
We
I've
don't
not
talk
heard
about
that word
that
before.
at all. But no, there's some really interesting things to learn about how to show up. The job seekers are changing their behaviors, and they're using chat, Gronk, whatever, Perplexity to search for jobs, and how companies are showing up in those searches. We used to say 80% of job searches start on Google. Well, now 40% are starting on these other AI tools. So how are you showing up there? So there's some really cool stuff from built in that I saw today that was really interesting.
And can you explain that a little bit more? Because I haven't really heard that before from anybody I've spoken to. So when you say showing up on an AI service for search, how is that different than showing up on a Google?
Well, it's very similar now, right?
Okay.
If you're showing up high on a Google search, you get a lot of LinkedIn links, Glassdoor links, you get a lot of built-in links just organically, and that's also showing up on Chat or Perplexity or whatever you're using. So really, the SEO optimization is going to help you now on these other AI providers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. And from every angle. So it's basically the recruiter side's using AI, but also the interview side. So,
but from the advertising side, as an agency owner, we want our clients to show up where people are searching in a meaningful way, and people are going to Chat, Perplexity, whatever, to say, hey, what's it like to actually work at this company? And you want to make sure that what's showing up, you want to show up. So,
So can you give an example based on that? If you are working with one of your clients, what are they doing to make sure they are showing up, regardless of the search engine that they're using, that they look their best?
Yeah, so it's just having that consistent message so that wherever, because it could change tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the Google SEO is not going to give traffic to Chat. Who knows?
Yeah.
So you just got to be consistent no matter where you're showing up. Have a consistent message across the board on your Glassdoor, on your LinkedIn, on your career site, even on your job postings. Make sure it's consistent.
And what are some tips or tricks for your clients that you do have them do to make them look good to employees? Because from doing this show now, I never really thought of, companies need to market themselves to people to work there, because usually it's just like mad dash apply to whatever job, but companies can be picky. So what are those tips to really stand out?
Yeah, I think just telling the right stories, right? Just telling the stories that are important to the job seeker. People actually doing the work that are talking about why they love it or what they don't love about it. And the authenticity is really, really important. There's a lot of manufacturer stories out there. So the authentic stories from real employees is extremely valuable.
Yeah, that's so interesting. As a news reporter, I interviewed a lot of people that were in, I'm blanking on the word. unions, like different unions about their different career programs and things like that. And they were set up by the companies or the union's marketing team to be like, yeah, we have this really great worker who did this. Like, we want to share their story. So it's so interesting. I was a part, I guess, of brand marketing.
Yeah, the employee generated content is really great way to tell a story without feeling like marketing spiel. It's the people doing the work talking about what they love about their organization. And if it's employee generated, it's just so much more authentic and real to the person that's looking for a job. They want to know, what is it going to, what's my team like? What's the day-to-day life like? They don't want to hear from the CEO.
No.
That's not doing the work.
Not attainable.
No. Yeah.
So from the recruiting perspective, we talked about branding and marketing. What else really goes into being a good recruiter or finding those great candidates? What are some of those, I guess, this day and age? I guess an example I have is like back in the day, when I was applying to jobs and out of college, everybody was like, don't have your name on Facebook because like companies can't see your posts. And now it's like, no, they want to know about you post. So even just that has been different for me personally. So I guess nowadays, what are some other recruiting techniques?
Definitely the err on the side of caution on what you share on social that's public. But certainly you can have a LinkedIn presence that is much more buttoned up and professional. I mean, I personally, I have all my business posts are on LinkedIn. I don't really post a lot of business stuff on Facebook personally, but I like Instagram too. So it's, I don't know, just like you kind of find your channels, and it depends on who you're trying to get in front of, right? As far as your audience, what channel are they on as an employer? You want to go, show up where they are. So it's really the persona who are you trying to get in front of, and making sure that you show up there when they're looking.
Is that one of the biggest changes you've noticed, is just having to now use social media for that marketing and to tell those stories?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's what I love about the employee-generated content, showing up on the social channels.
Did you have to like learn or teach yourself like all these new things? Because content creation is a job on its own, and now recruiting and marketing agencies need to do it.
And now it's video. It used to be just static images. Now if it's not video, it's not going to get the engagement. But there's some great video partners out there. So, for the employee-generated content specifically, we partnered with Mahalo Hub for an activation while we're here, and we're using their platform to take video and so we're going to have a little montage to share. But the video piece is important.
Everybody needs to be their own content creator, videographer, editor at this point.
It's true. I mean, if you're not sharing the real stories, that you're just not showing up. And the companies that are doing that are the ones that are gonna win.
Going back to the dirty word of the weekend, well, I guess it's midweek of the festival, AI, is that another obviously major change now in how all of these industries, the whole world is going to be running. So for your job specifically, and when you're working with the clients, what now is being discussed about AI?
Yeah. So every tool that our clients are, that we're basically a broker, right? So we partner with LinkedIn, with Indeed, with all the vendors here, and they all have their AI launch. They all have the new tools at the disposal of our clients. So it's really just trying to educate ourselves on the updates and where those LLMs are plugged into exactly. So it's interesting to see the evolution. We've been talking about this for a few years, and now it's all here. And just really trying to help our clients understand what's a shiny tool or what's a shiny object versus a tool that's actually going to help solve a problem that they have. So right now we're working on a matrix of all the AI tools out here, and what problem are they solving? What is the problem that they're solving? How does it fit into the pipeline or the funnel for our clients in the process, and how can we make sure that we're putting the right tools in place with them, actually solving real problems, not just, let's try this new thing, and it's like, it's not even real.
So is that your job? Is that what you do? You go to your clients and you say, hey, these are 3 new tools I learned about. I think they would work for you guys. Are you interested? So is that...
We like to start with what problem? Like, what is the problem our clients are having right now? Our clients are seeing a huge number of candidates coming through that are unqualified. So helping get to the qualified candidates right now, there's some great tools out there that can help do that. But they're getting inundated with too many unqualified candidates and just cutting through the noise right now. And our clients are all asking, what do we do with AI? We're getting so many, are these real candidates? AI is helping job seekers apply to so many jobs in a really short period of time. And all of a sudden, everyone's qualified because they've copied the job description and mirrored their resume to look just like it.
Yeah.
So it's like, who's really qualified and who's not?
That must be so hard, because I know at least from the job seeker perspective, it's like, okay, we want to use a little bit of these tools because we feel like we're not getting seen, but it's also from the company side too, when they're getting so many and there's 1 or 2 jobs.
Yes.
How do you do that?
It's the challenge right now that's what's great about being here is talking to some of these vendor partners to see who can solve those problems for our clients.
And on that note, on my show, I always like to give everybody out there listening a piece of advice, right?
Okay.
We are in this tumultuous time, as we were talking about, finding jobs and getting jobs. So from your experience working with your clients, and I guess based off of what they've told you, what is one tip you could give the job seekers out there right now of how to break through that noise, or just anything maybe that that's top of mind that you've learned that we could share?
Yeah, I think it's just having meaningful conversation and the human aspect of the job search. It's interesting because there are a lot of people in our industry that are looking for work right now in our space, and we've really tried to embrace being in person a lot more and having networking events and getting people together in person. And I feel like over the last few years, like we've really kind of missed that.
Yeah.
And I really encourage people that are searching for a job, really try to have those meaningful conversations. Reach out, network, and try to get on a video call if you can't be in person. Like really, truly have that human connection. It's so important.
I love that. And that's what I take away from a lot of people I speak to in this space is like, don't get too nervous about AI because we still need that human, you still need that personal interaction, especially to break through the noise of AI.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for
Thanks,
joining the
Jada.
show today. I truly appreciated it. This was a
you.
great conversation. And thank you all out there for watching our live show here at RecFest. My name is Jada. We took the desk right here to RecFest, and we will be back with more back-to-back interviews in a little bit. So sit tight, don't go anywhere, and we will be right back.